Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. As some of you can tell, this is a new location. I'm in British Columbia right now with my parents, so I get to do my class from the back of their awesome fifth wheel. So I have it set up a little bit differently than I normally do. So I'm right across here. I checked out the site. It looked like I could mostly get everything covered. The one thing I noticed we can't see is my arms fully extended. So other than that, I think we should be good. The recording is on. So if you haven't attended this class this morning, you all know you'll get the recording. And yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. So what you're going to need, and like I said in the video that I sent ahead of the other day, and if you didn't get that video, let me know, because I always send out a little mini video a few days or the day before class. You could have books or props, like some blocks if you think you're going to need them. And remember, if you don't have blocks, you can use books or anything solid to put the hands on. Also, if you needed a blanket or a little cushion for some of the things that we do for our knees, you can have that underneath the knees also. I think that's basically it. Oh, look, I can't see me. There we go, sorry. It's a whole new setup. So I want you to get comfortable, come to standing on your mat. I'm just gonna take my little bit of layers off here and we are gonna get started. It's a really, really fun class, I think. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right. So if you're new to this program, it might seem a little bit fast compared to normal or other yin classes that you have done. This is why it's called Power Yin, because we want to keep the body warm before we move into those yin poses. As some of you already know, I show those modifications and variations. So this program is accessible for everyone. If you have any questions after the class, please feel free to send me a message or or an email, and I will answer it for you. So coming to standing on your mat, your feet can either be together or hip width apart. I want you to find what's comfortable for you. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. I just want you to take a moment to find that nice, beautiful rhythm of your breath. Allow those shoulders to relax. And if you're able to, turn your palms to the wall in front of you. See if you have the breath coming in and out of your nose. We're gonna get ready for our gentle tick-tocks. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. You're gonna bring your palms together, interlace the fingers, creating a nice steeple pose where the fingertips are pointing outwards of the index fingers. You can keep those feet hip width apart, or you can have them brought together. You're extending the arms up, shoulders away from the ears, and you're just gently moving side to side. So from where I'm standing, I can see that my hands are cut off, but I have this gentle formation, or going side to side, beautiful lateral movement. Remember, we're just slowly starting to warm up the body, so we're not going to move fast. We're going to move throughout this whole class with awareness. We don't want to be just throwing our body around. Then come up to the center after your last equal tick-tock. Shoulders away from the ears. You're going to create those, they're called circles, torso circles. So you're going to go 3 times in one direction. And then after you do 3 circles, and remember your hips aren't moving, it's all in the torso, you're going to go into the other direction. Face is relaxed, breath is smooth. Coming back up, you're going to release those arms, look down. You're going to interlace your fingers. You're going to put the knuckles underneath your chin. And for some of you, this is new. It's called a standing heating breath. And I'm actually going to kneel actually, we're good. So your feet are going to be together or that hip width apart, wherever you're most comfortable. You'll notice when I bring my elbows together, I might even have a rounding of my back. It depends on how much room we need in the front. So knuckles on the chin, bringing those elbows so they're touching. You're going to exhale through the nose. There's gentle pressure of the knuckles on the chin. We're going to do 4 rounds. So inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tip your head back. Exhale through the mouth and bring those elbows back together. And then bring the neck back in line with the spine. That's 1 round. So remember, when we're exhaling, it's through the mouth like Darth Vader. All right, here comes the next round. So let's just exhale through the nose. Now inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tip the head back. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Neck back in line with the spine. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tip the head back. Darth Vader. Neck in line with the spine. 1 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tip the head back. Exhale. Bring the neck back in line with the spine. Release the arms for just 1 moment. Gentle shake. You're going to interlace those fingers, steeple hands, and extend those arms up, shoulders away from the ears. Go a little bit deeper into your TikTok. Waking up the body, moving side to side, going deeper than a first TikTok. Feels amazing. Come back up to center. You're going to stay standing, take your right hand, grab your left wrist, and you're going to exhale over to the right. So it's just a gentle pull on that left wrist. Doing that beautiful stretch down the left side. Make sure those feet are anchored. You're not jutting the hip out, pushing up through the feet, outside the feet are anchored, and breathe. If you feel like you're starting to turn inwards, open up the chest. You can keep that neck nice and loose, or you can rotate it, look underneath that bicep. It's a beautiful way to wake up in the morning, or even how to end your day after a long day at work. Come back up. We're going to switch. Now you're going to grab the right wrist gently, pull gently up, exhale over to the left. You're going to notice through this whole practice, and whenever you're practicing yoga or any activity in your life, that there's always one side that's easier than the other. And that is absolutely normal. So you may be able to go deeper on the left side than you were on the right. But this is bringing awareness, being more connected physically and mentally to yourself. Come on back up. Release those arms for a moment. Let that blood flow back into the fingertips. We're going to come into that nice, gentle back bend. So you're going to bring those hands to the lower back. And you're going to inhale as if someone's gently pulling you up from the scalp towards the sky. And then exhale, send those hips forward. Opening up the pelvis. And you can keep that neck in line with the spine. But if you have that mobility and there's no compression, so remember, compression is bone on bone. So when you think of your vertebrae, if you're tipping your head back and it's like hard, not uncomfortable, bring that neck back up in line with the spine. You're going to inhale, come up straight, bring those arms up ahead, overhead for steeple, and you're going to exhale, coming into your forward fold. So remember, with your forward fold, we're going to come into a nice gentle forward fold first. So you bend the elbows, opposite hand onto opposite elbow, and you're just dangling. You can see my feet are a little bit close. Again, find where you have the most balance and stability. So those feet want to be further apart. Bring them further apart. Gentle sway if you need a sway. I did not put my mic on this morning, so I hope it's clear sound. I apologize. Now, if you want to go deeper, just release the arms, and you can either bring the hands to the floor if they allow you to, or just bring the hands to the legs. It can be the upper legs, it can be the lower legs. You remember, I do not discourage the bent knee. So if you need to have a bent knee in your fold, give that bend to the knee. Always remember, we want to protect the lower back. So if there is strain on the lower back coming into a forward fold or any pose, you want to back off a bit. Nice, smooth breath. Allow the neck to release. Bring those hands together in steeple. You're going to inhale all the way up, gentle back bend, and release the arms. Shake out those shoulders for a moment. If you're not at the top of your mat, make your way up to the top of your mat. We're going to move in to squats first. We'll do a little bit more of a warm up, but I'm getting you to go up to the top of your mat because right after that, we will be moving into our sun salutations. So I'll face you for the squats. So we want your feet hip width or a little bit further than a hip width apart. Make sure your toes are facing forward. So if you're at the top of your mat, the toes are in line with the front of the mat. So we want to have a nice opening with the hips into the glutes, stability. Now with your feet, push the outsides of the feet. So when you see me activate my feet, I'm pushing and anchoring my feet down into the ground. So to come into prayer squats, bring the arms up first, nice beautiful extension. Make sure your shoulders aren't coming up towards your ears or relax down. Exhale. Inhale, sit back. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. So remember, we are doing this for 1 minute. But as you can tell, I am not flying my body all over the place. I am doing this with control. So the whole purpose is working into the core, having control of the movement, feeling the outsides of the feet pushing down. Oops, sorry. I'm multitasking this morning. Beautiful movement. We have full control. Smooth breath. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just watching my clock. We have 20 seconds. Smile when you're doing it. I know sometimes you're thinking, Cheryl, you're crazy with a smile, but I absolutely enjoy getting my body going, especially after being on a plane, masked up, but feeling safe at the same time. And one more. Release. So you should be already facing your mat this way or that way. We're going to move into those sun salutations. We're going to do 4 rounds. And then what's going to happen from there, we'll move into our first yin pose. So your feet are either together or hip width apart. You're going to inhale the arms up, gentle back bend. Then you're going to exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring the right leg back. Bring the left leg back. So we're in a plank. Remember the choices here. If you're in a 4-point plank, so 4 points means hands and feet are the only things connecting to the ground. Make sure your shoulders are rounded and your butt's up. I'm trying to do it. My butt's raised a little bit just because I want to protect the lower back. If this is too much, come down onto the knees. This is 6-point. Taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward. Exhale your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deep bend. Bring those fingertips together or hands together in steeple. Come all the way up and continue. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down. Bend the knees if you need to. You're going to step that left foot back. Bring the right foot back to plank. Now remember your points, knees down or knees up. And you're going to come down a breath out on your chaturanga. Inhale to a gentle cobra, unless you want to do upward dog. And then exhale, downward dog. You're going to inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. This is round 3. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step that right foot back. Step the left foot back. On a breath out, come on down to your chaturanga push-up. I'm going to use my knees this morning. Yeah. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. I'm going to inhale my right foot forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. This is our last one. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring those hands down. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Knees down if you want. Come down into that push-up. Cobra. Downward dog. On a breath in, you can bring that left foot forward, then the right foot beside it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, steeple fingers, and release. I'm warm, so I'm sure you're warm. So just stand for a moment, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, arms up. Oh, sorry, I lied. Bring the palms together, steeple hands, then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. You can bend the knees if you need to. Bring those hands down. And you're going to step your right leg back. We're getting ready for that runner's lunge. So remember, if you have books or blocks around, you can use those, guys. But this, remember, with yin, we're coming into that moderate to intense discomfort. So not pain. It's where we're elongating the muscles, stretching them out. So my back leg, I'm going to extend back. I'm going to untuck my toe. So this leg is extending. It's going to feel my toes being pulled back towards the window behind me. My front foot, I'm just going to wiggle it back a little bit until my heel comes up and my knee is actually coming over my toes. I know some of you are like, why is she allowing my knee to come over my toes? Because our actual function as a human being in the movement of our body is for our knees to have the mobility and strength to move forward. So we want to build that strength. If there's too much intensity, especially if you have knee problems, just come back a bit, okay? So from here, I'm sending my hips forward. And you can tell by my picture here, I look pretty low. I'm actually going to bring my foot forward a little bit. And we're going to start that 2 minutes. If you want that leg up, depending on the discomfort, you can have it up. And go. What's really nice about Power Yin while we're holding this pose is, unlike some other yin classes, if you have to readjust yourself during this hold of 2 minutes, we don't discourage that. We want you to move to where the body needs to go to get that stretch. So I'm feeling this on my right side within my hips, my pelvis, and I'm feeling it actually on my left hip flexor. You'll notice the longer we hold it, we might feel like we can go a little bit deeper. Make sure you're breathing in and out of the nose. If that knee is up and you feel like it's slack and you need to let go of it, if it's too intense, bring that knee down. We have 1 more minute. Allow those shoulders to relax away from your ears. We don't want any tension in the shoulders and the neck. Smooth breath. We have under 30 seconds. Nine seconds, actually not even. We're gonna get ready to come out of it. Have your hands anchored down. You're gonna bring your hip back a bit. That left foot becomes flat on the mat. Tuck that back right toe if the knee was down, and you're gonna step that right foot forward between the left. Can you feel that? Oh yeah. Exhale, fold. Bring those hands together, steeple. You're gonna inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. You're gonna bring the left foot back, then the right foot back. We're just gonna add a little flow in here. Remember, those knees can be down. You're gonna exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. You're gonna step that right foot forward. Bring that left knee down, untuck the toes, elongate, extending that left leg behind you. And then that right foot, you can wiggle it towards you a bit. See if you lift the heel and send that right knee a little bit forward. So remember, this is our modified runner's lunge. So now we're doing it on the other side. I'm noticing for myself, it's hard. I can't come in as deep on this side as I could on the left, and that's absolutely okay. Set yourself up. If you need blocks, if you need padding underneath that knee, if you need it down, and begin. If you're not feeling a stretch, you need to readjust where you're at. Remember, your breathing's in and out of the nose. I think I'm challenging myself this morning. I'm lifting my knee. Remember, shoulders and neck are relaxed. We're focusing in that midsection around the hips. We're almost to the minute mark. One more minute. Remember, if you need to readjust, sink deeper, or if you have the knee up and you want to bring it down. If the hands are reaching the floor, but you feel like there's tension in the wrists or just like pain, I would give yourself some knuckles, some fists, and bring those onto the mat. We have 30 seconds. So you can send those hips forward. Again, see if you can relax the face. So you notice that you're tightening the jaw. Release those back teeth. Loosen your jaw. And the tongue on the roof of the mouth, bring it down. Allow it to relax and float around. 5 seconds. All right. You're going to bring that right heel down, send my hips back a bit. I'm going to tuck my left toes, lift that knee up, step forward. Oh, yeah. I'm going to exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bringing those steeple hands, coming all the way up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, we release the arms. Allow those shoulders to relax. Our next movement is called the Ironman flow. So this is our yang. Get that body warmed up. It's newer for some of you that have done yoga with me before. And if you haven't, you may have done this before. So this is another yang movement to keep the body warm. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. I know I'm not at the top, but I have a beautiful window with a beautiful scenery. I wish you could see it. It's so green and luscious. You're going to inhale, arms up, bring those steeple hands together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring those hands down. Remember, if you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. You're going to step your left foot back. From here, what you're going to do is you bring the left arm behind you, or sorry, right arm, and then you step up. All right, that's our movement. Then we step back down. And you can bring the knee down if you need to. All right, so that's our flow for 1 full minute. Here we go. And starting position and up. Again, this is with controlled movement. You can have that knee coming down behind you, or you can keep it up. I'm not flailing my body around. I'm activating my core just below my belly button. I'm engaging my glutes. So that's protecting my lower back. I'm not rounding myself. I'm keeping a nice alignment of my spine. We have less than 25 seconds. $12 seconds. 7 seconds. Oh yeah. Do one more round and then bring that left foot back. We're coming into a new pose. It was in the mini video if you watched it. It's called the runner's twist or twisted runner's lunge. So I'm actually going to turn my body around so you can see how to come into it. So while you're holding there, please bring that left knee down. Untuck the toes. Again, finding what works best for you. So with modified runner's lunge, we just had the body coming over, send the hips forward. So you move into this position, bring the foot back, lift the heel, and then you're going to bring your torque, I won't say torque, that's bad. With your obliques, you're rotating towards that right leg and twisting around it. So again, if you want those blocks, you can have blocks there if the hands don't reach the floor. Back leg, toes pointing, toes flexed, or you can come up off the knee. If eventually you're like, this is too much, just go right back to your modified runner's lunge, what we started with on the last round. Nice smooth breath. Make sure you're not coming onto the fingertips if you're rotating. I would recommend making fists because then you're not putting strain on the wrists if you're up on the fingertips like this, because I know you're focusing, pushing on the mat. Just find that anchoring so you can focus on that back body. We're at a minute. Send those hips forward. You want to twist a little bit more, you can. Because remember, the longer we're holding this, that fascia is extending, elongating. We have just under 30 seconds. Relax your face. Remember to try to breathe in and out of the nose. All right, untwist yourself if you're still twisted. When I gently bring my knee down the back, so I did have it raised, I'm gonna bring my front heel down. Here comes the fun part. Anchor those hands in, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring those hands together, steeple fingers. Now exhale, fold. Anchor those hands down. You're gonna step that right foot back. And we're gonna move into the Ironman flow. So you can have that knee down at the beginning if you need to, or knee up. Bringing that left arm behind you, and begin. 1 minute of a nice controlled movement. Remember to activate the core, focus in on those glutes so they're protecting the lower back. All with control. If you feel like things are loose and they're flying, take a moment and move with purpose. We have 25 seconds. Oh, I think I mixed myself up. There we go. 8 seconds to go, not even. And one more. Bring that back leg behind you. Gonna bring the knee down, untuck the toes. Bring that left foot further back, lift the heel. I'm gonna turn so you see this side. So remember, this is modified runner's lunge. My heel's up, back knee is down. Now we're gonna go into that twist. So I'm bringing my body towards the left leg and coming around. So for me, again, this is my side that's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, I'm just working you. Working into the spine, the obliques, the hips. I'm sitting down, lowering my hips down. And I don't want to be on my fingertips. I'm coming onto my fists. Again, you can have those blocks to put under the hands. So go. If you feel like the shoulders and the neck are tight, imagine pulling those shoulders down away from the ears, loosen them up. And remember, if the twist gets too intense, go to a modified runner's lunge. Oh yeah. This is my side that needs work. It's really neat when we take this time, awareness into our bodies, because we realize what's going on with our body and mind. And whatever's happening, don't ever get frustrated over it, accept it and move through it. That's why I always say just smile and relax. Just accept. Feel the juiciness of those muscles move, stretching out. Because we're not looking for flexibility. No. We want strength and mobility. That's why we're doing this practice. I'm going to hold for another 20 seconds. Nice job. Bring yourself back to center. Ooh, maybe a gentle movement front to back. Anchor those hands down. Lift that back knee. Bring it forward. Oh, yeah. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring those fingers together. Hands for steeple. And release the arms down. We're going to move into our next yang pose. And it's our new one this week, which we didn't do in our first session. It's the wild table. So I showed it in the mini video. So, but if you didn't get a chance to look at it, I'm still going to demonstrate it right now. So you come to sitting on your mat. I don't want my feet back here. I want them slightly forward. Feet are anchored. Full connection of my feet on the ground, on the mat. I'm going, so there's two ways to do this pose. So I'll show it first, then we'll start the timer, okay? For wild table, you bring the right hand behind you. Left arm, you crunch in. And then on the inhalation, up Wild table. Come back down, bring my hips down, glutes to the floor, crunch. Then I switch to my right arm crunching in, left arm behind me, and then I come up and come down. So that's one way you can come into it. The other way, that's too much, and you just want to focus on working on the lower back and the glutes, you can have both hands behind you. For me, the fists feel good because sometimes when there's too much pressure on my wrists, it's just not fun. So, or you can have your hands, fingers pointing away, fingers pointing towards, and all you need to do is come up, send the hips up and down. And this can be your movement for a minute. Okay, so you choose if you want the change or if you just want to have both hands anchored down. I'm just going to move my watch so I can watch the minute mark. So set yourself up and begin. One move, 1 minute of controlled, aware movement. You want to send the hips up. But if they don't want to shoot all the way up, because you might be tight, do what feels good for you. You'll notice I'm not going fast, I'm moving with my purpose. We have 30 seconds left. So nice to look outside and see green. Do one more set. So if you still have to balance it out, if you were just on your right and you need to move to your left, do that. And then come on down. Our next yin is half fixed pose. So you're going to extend the legs out in front of you. Move the blocks so you have a better view. First, become centered on your buttocks. So for me, I like to pull all that awesome excess flesh from underneath me. And then I come centered on my sit bones. So I'm nice and comfortable. My shoulders are relaxed. We're going to start with the right leg. So be aware of your knee. If there is pain, I'll give you a modification. All right? So you're going to flex that left leg or the left toes up. You're going to bring your right leg behind you. And you want to see me have your knees side by side. So if I'm facing towards you, this is what you're seeing. So my sit bones are still centered. I'm not leaning more to my left. I'm centered on my sit bones. That back foot, if you don't like it tucked beside you like this, you can even flex the foot and bring it out further, okay? So we're working into external rotation, and we're working into our thighs. So flex that left foot. Then you can come here, this may be enough. So my knees are still together. For some of us, we may get down onto the forearms, and for some, coming flat on the back. If that right knee lifts a bit, that's okay. Get settled in and begin. If you're up on the hands, or the forearms or the hands, and you have that ability to dip your head back, but there's no compression in the neck, it feels good, get a nice throat opening, you can hold this, or you bring the neck back in line with the spine. If you're on your back, you can even bring that left leg, bring the foot down for a little bit more support. But you want to be feeling this. Oh, can you feel that? Right thigh into the pelvis, into the hips. Oh, yeah. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Doesn't it feel juicy? I love it. One minute. Remember, if you need to readjust yourself. If you're feeling tension in the upper body, relax those shoulders down. Take a look at that left leg that's extended. Make sure those toes are flexed. Keeping activation going up that whole back of the left leg, up into the glutes. I'm loving this. Smooth breath in and out of the nose. We have 11 seconds. All right, to come out of this, fairly straightforward. So my extended leg, that side, I'm going to roll to that side, straighten my right leg out, and come back onto my sit bones. Gentle shake. If you need to readjust that awesome flesh underneath your sit bones, take that time. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Flexing the right foot this time. Take that left leg, bring it behind you. So your knees are side by side. Remember, left foot can be beside you, but not tucked underneath. So you see I'm sideways. I want to have centering on those sit bones. If that's too much, you can bring the foot to the side. This is where you can be. All right, and come into your position. Come onto the hands or the forearms or lay back. Here we go. Oh yeah. I'm going to readjust myself. Here we go. Remember to keep that right foot flexed. I know you can't see it on the screen right now, but my right foot is flexed. I'm going to move into opening up my throat, tipping my head back. Just get a nice throat opening, stretching the muscles and tendons in the front. But at the same time, my shoulders are nice and relaxed. Making sure those knees haven't pulled apart, right? Again, that left knee can lift a bit, but make sure there's no pain. We don't want anything going on in the knee. We want it all coming up that left thigh, up into the left hip, and the pelvis, and up in the, even almost for some of us, we might even feel this up and towards our core, up the obliques, and lateral side of the left side. I know you're smiling. We have 50 seconds. Nice, smooth breath in and out of the nose. Now always remember, if you ever lose the rhythm of the breath during your practice, don't stress about it. Just take the time, find that rhythm again, and then continue with your breath. It's a learned practice. It's something we knew how to breathe normally when we were born and when we're sleeping usually. It's almost like we've come into this way of life of trying to breathe always in the upper body, upper torso. Let's just relax. All right, here we go. You're gonna come up onto the hands, or if you're on your back, whatever, bring the hands over to the right. I'm leaning over the right, extending my left leg and shaking my legs out. Doesn't that feel good? We're going to make our way to standing. We're going to come into squats with the arms behind the head. So my hands are just gently interlacing behind my back of my head. I'm not pulling. There's no pressure on my head. The reason I'm coming up like this is I'm trying to keep my elbows opened, not bringing them forward. So bring those feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are facing forward. We're going to do a minute of our squats. And go. Sit back, up. See when you bring those elbows back or they start rounding in on you. Just putting my watch back on so I can watch the time. feels great. Now, again, you'll notice I'm not flailing my body. I'm moving with purpose. For some of us, it might just be a little movement. Don't worry about how deep you can come down into your squat. Listen to the lower back. If you're feeling discomfort, you're coming too low, okay? Push the outsides of the feet so you're really nice and stable, grounding to the mat or whatever you're standing on. We have 18 seconds. Oh yeah, it feels good. And last one, up. Bring those feet together. You're gonna come to sitting on the ground again. And we're gonna move into diamond pose. So we did diamond last week, last class. And what you're gonna feel today is we're gonna do diamond, and then we're gonna move into cobbler's pose after another yang. So you can feel the transition of when the feet are further apart to when they're closer, all right? So my feet are further away from me in diamond. So I'll come this way so you can see. So I'm not close in, I'm further out, all right? Feet, those palms are together. I'm gonna inhale, flat back. Exhale, come forward. Making sure I'm not rounding my back. My neck's in line with my spine. If you want those blocks underneath the hands, have them in the front of you and come forward. Settle in. We're feeling this in the thighs, working into the hip flexors. For me, I feel this more in the back of my hamstrings going into my glutes. Oh yeah. If you want to release the chin towards the chest to get a stretch in the back of the neck, you're more than welcome to do that. We have under a minute. Slowly walk those hands back. Extend the legs out. Give a gentle shake. We're going to move into wild thing or wild table, not wild thing, wild table. So come centered on those sit bones again. Feet forward. Remember the options of alternating arms or using both hands behind you and just lifting those hips and glutes up. All right. So here we go. 1 minute. Moving with purpose, control. You know, sometimes when you're moving and you feel those spots that have been tight and then you release, you feel that little, I kind of want to say a crack. If you were at the chiropractor, you're like, oh, there goes that air bubble. Oh, that feels good. I just felt that, but it was a good feeling. It was not a bad feeling. Make sure that your last movement here is equal. Come to sitting on those sit bones again. We're going to move into cobbler's pose. So cobbler is when we bring the feet closer than they were in diamond. So diamond, we were out here. We're going to bring our feet closer in now for cobbler. In other yoga practices, they do call it Bandha Konasana, which is our butterfly. But in our yin practice, it's our cobbler's pose, is what they always call it, and some other forms of yoga. So your hands are on your feet, seeing those feet together, and you're going to bring yourself forward like you did in diamond. So the hands are anchoring on the ground, or you can use blocks to anchor the hands down, or have fists. But we want the upper body relaxed. We don't want any pressure in the lower back. So if you're feeling something that's discomforting or painful or compression in the lower back, come up a bit. Our focus again is within the hamstrings and thighs, the outer part. And for me in cobblers, I'm feeling this within my pelvis and my groin also, and my hip flexors. And breathe. Again, you can bring that chin in towards the chest if you want to get it deeper into the neck. I'll turn sideways so you can see that. Let's do a little check on our breath right now. At your rate and pace, see if you can create that nice smooth rhythm of the breath in and out of the nose. Your shoulders are soft and relaxed. And then just taking a moment to connect with the jaw and the tongue and the rest of the face, making sure you're not straining. You're relaxed in the face. You're going to slowly bring your spine up. To come out of cobblers, please bring your hands on the outside legs, on the outside of the knees, and gently bringing those legs together. Extending the legs out, gentle shake. We're going to do our last yang movement, which is our bird dog flow. So you're going to make your way onto your hands and knees to tabletop. And it's going to be 1 minute movement. This is like our fascia reboot. All right. So wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Remember, if you need any protection underneath the knees or more extra cushioning, you can put a blanket. If you need to bring it on the fists, bring yourself onto the fists. And we're going to start. Extend the right arm out, left leg behind you, making sure it's not coming up above the hips. We want it straight across. Come back down. Extend the left arm, right leg, and continue that movement for the next, I'd say it's 45 seconds. I don't want my hips out of alignment. I want to see if I can keep the hips centered with the wall in front of me. Complete this side. Release down. Come to sitting on your heels. It's called rock pose. We're going to move into our next stretches. If this is painful on the knees, sitting on the knees, please feel free to move into easy pose on your sit bones. Shoulders are away from the ears. Spine is tall. You're going to inhale, bring your chin in towards your chest. Exhale, tip back. All through the nose. Inhale, chest. Exhale, open. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing that neck back in line with the spine. We're going to come into our rotation of the neck. You're going to inhale. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. One more. Right on the breath out. Inhale. Left. Inhale. Now we're going to go ear to shoulder. Taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Sorry, exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. We're going to do 2 rotations per side of circles. All right. Be very mindful of your neck. All right. Like you don't want to be coming all the way back if there's compression. So you're going to inhale, chin to chest. Start rotating right ear to right shoulder. Exhale. That's 1. 1 more. 2. Now go the other way. Inhale. Relax those shoulders down. Mine were making their way up. And I bring them down. And 2. Oh, can I feel that this morning? Here we go. And bring that chin back up. The new one, gently bringing those hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. So the movement here is just bringing those shoulders together. I'm not pulling on my head and bringing my chin down towards my chest. And just the movement of my elbows in gives a nice little stretch. Please do not pull on your head. We're going to do 3. Inhale forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Release those arms. We're going to come into that Kapalabhati breathing. So if it's new for you and you just want to do it slowly, eventually come into your own rhythm when you practice this video. So there's stomach pumps. So I always like to put my hand on my chest. Some people are here, but I just love that visual of my hand filling my belly. Pull on the exhale, or sorry, the inhale, my belly pulls out. On the exhalation, pulls in. So this is you go at your pace. We're going to be doing this for 30 seconds. Eyes are closed or open, whatever's easiest. You're going to inhale. Exhale, taking a nice deep breath, and begin. All through the nose. On your next exhalation, exhale deeply, bending forward, and hold, getting all that air out. Don't breathe in. When you need to breathe in, come up with control. Inhale. One more round. Exhale. Inhale. And begin. Next exhalation, lean forward. Come on up nice and slow. Slide off those heels. Extend the legs out in front of you. We're going to come into our last movement before Shavasana. Keeping your left leg extended, bend your right, cross it over. Bring that right hand behind you, acting as an anchoring point. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, twist. Gently bring the arm to the outside of the leg. If you don't have that mobility, you can just hug. And rotate. Feeling it in my hip today. Making sure that left toe is flexed. Releasing, rotate the other way for a moment. Bring the body back to center, extend those legs. Shake. Let's switch sides, left over right. Right foot stays flexed. Left hand behind you to protect the spine. Inhale, right arm up, rotate to the left, either hug or bring the arm on the outside. The goal here isn't the bind. We're just kind of resetting the spine and the hips. Release, rotate, counter, twist. Release, shake those legs, and get ready for the juiciness of Shavasana. We're going to do attention and relaxation. So coming on down to the spine, I'm on your mat. Remember, if this is uncomfortable and you need those knees bent, you can have them bent. Our legs relaxed out, arms beside the body. So we're first going to work on that tension and release. So you're going to exhale, inhale up, tight, 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 and release. Inhale, tighten it all up, and release. One more, tight, 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 and relax. Legs are gently parted, arms extended about a 45-degree angle, palms facing up. Nice, smooth breath. Staying in Shavasana, the eyes are closed. The feet, ankles, and legs are relaxed and soft. Hips, belly, and spine are relaxed. The whole back is soft and relaxed. Fingers, hands, wrists, and arms relaxed. Shoulders and chest are relaxed. Neck and jaw and tongue are relaxed. Eyes, forehead, and scalp are relaxed. Laying still. Taking this time to recognize the sensations through the body and the mind of what you just accomplished this last hour. Recognizing the difference between the right side to the left. Realizing your fascia is so happy with you, giving it a little bit of TLC, creating that beautiful sponge, elasticity, mobility. Gently bring those legs together. Stretch the arms overhead. Give yourself a gentle stretch. Releasing the arms. Turn onto your side. Just for a second here, feel the calmness shift in the belly. And make your way up. Come to a seated cross-legged position. Shoulders are relaxed. Eyes are closed. You're gonna bring your right hand down to the floor beside you. Inhale that left arm up, gently stretch to the right. Releasing that left arm down. Inhale, right arm up, exhale to the left. Come on up, release. Bring those hands together in front of the heart. Namaste Kala. Have a beautiful, fantastic day this rest of the Sunday, or if you're watching the video, any day you're using it. Have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors. Bring that dynamic balance into your life. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on Facebook or Instagram or my email. And if you found the audio wasn't great, please let me know because I forgot to put my mic on. I fully apologize. But have a fantastic day. I'm going to enjoy the sunshine and the greenery here in British Columbia. And yeah, thank you again. Have a great day.